Hey there VCE HHD students, my name's Andy, I'm a VCE Health and Human Development teacher. In this short video we're going to answer the question, how many programs should I learn for Unit 3 VCE HHD? So students will often ask me, do I need to learn any programs for Unit 3? And I definitely think it's important to know some programs for Unit 3. And so the reason for that is you can see I've listed 3 key knowledge points here from Unit 3 Area Study 2. And for each of these, I think it's important to know at least 1 or 2 programs. And so the first one is about the role of health promotion in improving population health, focusing on one area such as smoking, road safety, or skin cancer. So going into the exam, you only need to focus on one of these particular areas. And I think it's good to know a couple of programs linked to that particular focus area, because you can see underneath that it talks about the effectiveness of health promotion in improving population health for that particular focus area, and how the health promotion reflects the action areas of the Ottawa Charter. And so if you know a couple of programs that demonstrate the different action areas of the Ottawa Charter, you should be able to cover off those 2 subpoints there. The next point is talking about initiatives introduced to bring about improvements in Indigenous health and wellbeing in Australia, and once again how they can reflect the action areas of the Ottawa Charter. So if you know a couple of programs that have been introduced to improve Indigenous health and wellbeing, then they hopefully will be able to reflect the action areas of the Ottawa Charter, and you'll be able to cover off that key knowledge point. And then the third point there is talking about initiatives to promote healthy eating in Australia. So including the dietary guidelines, but really the work of Nutrition Australia is where I think you should also know a program. So you'll see here I've recommended to my students typically that they know 5 programs for Unit 3. So I'd recommend learning 2 programs for that first key knowledge point there. And the reason I say 2 is that often it's hard to find one particular program that covers off all of the action areas of the Ottawa Charter. So if you know 2, then hopefully that means you'll be able to cover off all of those 5 action areas, just in case a particular question asks you to give an example of one of those action areas. And if you only know one program and it doesn't cover that one, you might get a bit stuck there. The same goes for the next point about initiatives to improve Indigenous health and wellbeing. I'd once again recommend learning 2 programs that cover off all 5 action areas of the Ottawa Charter, so you can once again answer a particular question that might focus on a specific action area and link to this key knowledge point. And once again, if you only learn one program, often they don't cover all of those 5 action areas. And then down the bottom there with that last key knowledge point, I'd recommend learning at least one program run by Nutrition Australia, just in case you're asked to give an example of an initiative that's a program that promotes healthy eating in Australia. And so if you just learn things that are done by Nutrition Australia, such as the Healthy Eating Pyramid, that's not really a program, that's just an initiative. So it's just safe, I think, to also learn a program run by Nutrition Australia. So that might be something such as the Healthy Eating Advisory Service. Okay, so hopefully you found that video useful. If you're after more exam tips and advice, please subscribe to this YouTube channel down the bottom there, and you'll get a new video like this coming out each day between now and the exam at the end of the year. I'm running an exam preparation session for HHD for ACE at the end of the year, so you can book tickets to that at book.acevce.com. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, or send us an email. Thanks so much.